Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. My name is Misha Palma. I'm a nutritional lifestyle coach and I'm helping moms who are ready to focus on themselves again to basically finally shift those stubborn pounds and embrace and love their changing bodies. So on this channel I discuss everything about nutrition, mindset, changing habits, lifestyle changes and much more. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on my next video. As my kids were getting older, I found myself thinking, I want to refocus on myself. I want to get healthier, lose some pounds and feel more like myself again. But all I basically wanted to do after obviously the whole day of school pickups, drop-offs, work, cooking dinner and so on, I just wanted to sit down on a sofa and watch TV. At that point I knew I have to change something. I have to find some different ways how to gain more energy so I can actually move more, and I can do some meal prep. I can basically change. I knew at that point I have to change my lifestyle habits, and this is when I really looked into it, and these are the strategies that I found really basically life-changing. First up is to make every bite count, which is pretty obvious, but as we are getting older, I think we tend to forget that actually our body is becoming less forgiving, and yes, what we basically used to get away with, we probably can't get away with anymore. So the first one, really most important one, is to reduce sugar in your diet. So some people refer to sugar as a drug. It is actually addictive, and it basically sends your blood sugar levels on a roller coaster. So it goes up and then it goes down after an hour after you eat sugary food, and that is what's causing that real energy dip. So that was really important for me. Once I realized this and tested it and saw the big difference, I was like, wow, this is a game changer. I really have to reduce sugary foods in my diet, and that is keeping my blood sugar levels stable, which means my energy levels are stable as well. Then the second one is ultra processed foods. Again, they're full of sugar, full of salt. They also contain a lot of stabilizers, preservatives, really bad for us. They're made to make profits. So this is what really stuck in my head. They are actually produced to make profits, and homemade foods, one ingredient food, of course, the best, but anything homemade is going to make you feel more satisfied after you eat it. And try that. Try making something homemade, like, even if it's like a homemade pizza, and then have ultra processed pizza with massive list of ingredients and see how you feel afterwards. I can definitely tell that homemade pizza makes me fuller. Right, so then the next one up is to start with protein. So this is again what made a massive difference for me, because I was not hungry long after breakfast. If you have high protein breakfast, 30 grams, 35 grams, you're gonna feel full for a long time, as well as you are less likely to crave sugary foods. So that is another important one. And then snacks. Actually, do most of us need snacks in our 30s, 40s, when we're older? Probably not. I know I definitely don't need snacking, and especially if you got substantial 3 meals a day, or even some people even have 2 meals. It depends what you're doing. Then no, you actually don't need snacks. And if you do snack, try to opt for savory snacks, high protein snacks. That's again what is going to make you feel full for long. And again, avoid those sugary snacks, which they're not going to help you with your energy levels. It's the opposite. So the next one up is intermittent fasting, and intermittent fasting really was a game changer for me. It definitely helped me to think more clearly and to get rid of any kind of brain fog. It helps me to crave less food and to feel much more in control of my food choices. I just don't crave sugary snacks or bad food anymore. So really, I would recommend intermittent fasting to nearly everyone. Different ways how you can do intermittent fasting, that's probably for another video, but many people, for example, fast only for 12 hours and then eat for the rest of the hours. I personally fast for at least 16 hours or 18 hours and then eat for the rest of the food. And you can experiment what works for you. So you might be asking why intermittent fasting is working so well. And the main reason is that by giving basically your body a break, longer breaks in between meals, intermittent fasting is helping to keep your levels of glucose and insulin levels stable, which is basically keeping your energy levels as well stable. And it's avoiding or it's preventing those energy crashes that you basically get if you keep eating, especially as I mentioned before, sugary snacks, foods, or if you just keep snacking, you get those energy crashes in between. So intermittent fasting is just great to keep your energy levels stable. So let's talk about movement, exercise. And you might be thinking exercise is going to make me feel exhausted, and this is what I used to think in the past, but actually what I learned, and from my experience as well as from the research, exercise is giving you more energy. And the reason for that is because exercise allows your blood to circulate better. It gets basically oxygen into your cells, and it helps you to stabilize blood sugar levels as well as insulin levels, and it helps you to keep your energy stable. So you actually, exercise is giving you more energy, it's making you feel more energetic, it's not going to make you feel exhausted. And you might notice sometimes actually not moving might make you feel much more exhausted, and after you make yourself to do something, just notice how much more energy suddenly you have. So it's actually interesting that some people think that the exercise is going to make you feel exhausted, but it's actually the opposite. So very important. Every movement counts, even 5 minutes, walking, anything. Don't think about exercise as, oh, this workout that I have to have scheduled and I have to work out for 1 hour, 50 minutes or whatever. Anything really helps, even 5 minutes. If you just do any kind of exercise for 5 minutes, it really gets your blood flowing, gets that oxygen into your cells and helps you with your mood. It also actually helps with your happy hormones, with balancing your hormones. So definitely exercise is an important one. So the next one up is our gut health. And our gut health is often referred to as our second brain, and there is a real reason for this. It's because it's apparently connected to as much as 80% of our immunity, and it's also connected to our energy levels. So this is what we're talking about here. So if you could poor gut health, you are more likely to feel sluggish, and also you're more likely to have brain fog. So the number one thing which I'm recommending in terms of improving your gut health is to drastically reduce or completely avoid ultra-processed foods. So these really are damaging our gut bacteria. So all the artificial ingredients in them are just disrupting our good bacteria and decreasing our gut health. And then it's really good to add some fermented foods into our diets. For example, sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, kombucha. So they contain a lot of good probiotics. So this is again good bacteria. So this is what our gut needs. So it really improves our gut health. Also, the other thing I would recommend is to avoid artificial sweeteners, which are really bad for our gut bacteria and are disrupting them. And the last important thing to mention, it's also important to eat a wide variety of vegetables and fruits. So basically eat the rainbow, that is the saying. And the reason for this is that all these different kind of foods are providing, they act as a fertilizer. So all the fiber from these foods are acting as a fertilizer for our bacteria, So it really helps them to grow and maintain healthy gut. So the last one but not least is to look into your sleep routine. And so many people still think it's not really important. However, sleep is definitely your superpower and really important in terms of, you know, balancing your hormones, in terms of making sure you get enough energy. And if you don't get enough sleep, you are definitely going to crave sugary foods. You definitely will be hungry throughout the day. So prioritizing a good quality sleep is not only going to help you with your energy levels, but also is going to help you to choose healthy foods throughout the day. After a good night's sleep, your body repairs itself, your productivity and focus improves, and you have better insulin sensitivity and hormone balance, including your hormones ghrelin and leptin, that basically regulates your hunger and fullness. So these were the 5 main areas that I focused on, and I made changes within these areas of my lifestyle, and they made a massive difference to my energy levels. Of course, I shifted some pounds as well, but it just made me feel much better within myself, and basically I just felt like my old myself, and I still do. I got much better energy levels, and I noticed straight away if I slip any of these habits and I basically revert back to, let's say, poor sleeping habits, or I had some takeaways and so on, I immediately noticed a change in my energy levels. Thanks for watching this video. Hopefully these tips are helpful to you and you will try to incorporate some of them or even all of them, and let me know how that works for you. Hopefully that will significantly increase your energy levels and you will feel great. Otherwise, if you would like to see more videos like this one, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.